Good to see you again, movie fans. I've got some more offers you can't refuse for Black History Month. Our run of movies, all made by Black filmmakers, just keeps running. This week's choices have two things in common. One, each story takes place in a single day. And two, no matter how bad things get, nobody wants to call the cops. First on our list, turn up the music and step across the street to Sal's Pizzeria in Do the Right Thing. When it comes to the topic of mixing cultures, this movie opens the door and walks right through. Packed with humor and drama, it takes us to Brooklyn in 1989 on a very hot day, where a pizza joint owned by Sal, an Italian-American, is right in the middle of an African-American neighborhood. It tracks a lot of angry characters, showing us why they're upset, ultimately painting a picture of different races trying to coexist but failing. The movie builds to a violent, difficult ending with a message 34 years later still struggling to be heard, likely to leave you shaking your head. My favorite line is when Mother Sister tells DeMayer he almost died last night, and he says, "I've done that before." Next up, you won't be excited to see everybody outside your house in Friday. Here she comes. Felicia's such a mess, and Craig and Smokey know it, but she's the least of their problems as they try to survive the end of everybody else's work week. This comedy from 1995 is a day-in-the-life kind of story in South Central LA with as much absurdity as it has honesty. It really put Chris Tucker on the map, and for good reason. He's hilarious. My favorite line is simple and to the point when it's time for her to go. Bye, Felicia. And last up, get in the passenger seat. We're putting some holes in ideas about law and order in Training Day. This 2001 cop drama earned Denzel Washington an Oscar. Ethan Hawke plays his trainee who isn't having the best time adapting to not doing things by the book. It's about abusing power and how a person able to drift in and out of different worlds hidden behind a badge can be tempted to do just that. My favorite line is Hawk's when he finally gets the upper hand. He says, "It's not so fun when the rabbit has the gun." Here's where you can stream this week's choices. Do the Right Thing, a Spike Lee joint, is on Amazon Prime. Friday was written by Ice Cube. It's on HBO Max and is free with ads on Tubi. Training Day's on Hulu. It's directed by Antoine Fuqua. And that's this week's watch list. If you couldn't tell, none of those are for kids, but I have plenty of family-friendly recommendations. Check out our spot on WCBI.com. I'll be back next week with more. Until then, bye, Felicia.